Mm, mm. Okay. Had enough rest, have you? You never were one for being idle. Right. Baushran bade us come to Megaduda at our earliest convenience. The others will join us there once we have finished tending to the prisoners. Wait, 1 second thought. You and Estini should go ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the Great Work. We left Graha in the alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he cram into her. Just you and me, then, guardsman. At the gate should wave us through. Okay, sounds cool. Time to head back to Razathan. Well, that was weird. Our honored science, you are free to enter at your leisure. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid you must make your own way. Should you require directions in the city, the sentry station at the fountain atop the steps should be glad to assist you. Think I can make my own way. Stinian, my boy. Though I have been at Razathan before, this place is a veritable maze. Rather than risk getting lost, we should best ask directions from the sentry at the fountain. Lead the way. You don't expect me to act as your tour guide like certain others? Stinian is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. Yep, gotcha. Now I have a Stinian with me. Yeah, cool. Now we're on a date. I am so taller than a Stinian. And Estinian is pretty tall, but me? I am towering over everybody. That armor looks dope. Mr. Matthias, I presume. I understand you are here for an audience with this satrap. If you require directions to the Megaduda, I should be glad to provide them. The satrap's residence is situated in Dharma, the highest part of Razathan. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city's north. Due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed and the Aetheryte disabled. As such, I will provide you with the alternate path. First, please ascend the steps next to this fountain, then continue left. Okay, got you. Tour guide, tour guide, tour guide. I don't know about this music. Trying to gauge it. What is this? Yes, I know about this portal. It leads to a nearby isle, the treasure vault of one of Razathan's wealthiest families. They took the god of luck for their guardian, an account of which they occasionally open up a section of their vaults for aspiring treasure hunters to try their own luck, or so they say. Oh, it is! Treasure hunting, I knew it! There are also coffers hidden across the land that act as portals. Find one, and you gain access to the vault. Nice. Something to bear in mind in case you exhaust your funds while on the road. 'Tis a troublesome experience, as I can personally attest. Oh, he's done some treasure hunting. Sweet. Dope. Is this barred off? This is barred off. I think this is going to be the new Allegan Tombstone area. We're about to hear about that. Oh, I hope there's an instance where my character literally goes, "Not again." More tomes? Why? Oh, the colors are so nice. Oh, this guy's holding it like a champ. Wait. Let them work, man. They're holding all this stuff. Let them go. Heading to the Megaduda. Are you? In that case, please follow this hallway to the right and go through the door at the top of the stairs. You'll emerge at the entrance to the airship landing, where another sentry should be at hand to assist you. Okay. Well, not this way. Oh, no. It is that way. I just want to see. What's up? What's up? Thervanian weave. Hard to imagine more vibrant stuff. I dare say Emmerich would be partial to the gold thread and the blue, of course. He loves his blue. Me too. Me and Emmerich are probably gonna have blue babies. I've never put much thought into what I wear. A spare set of clothing is usually all I carry. If that isn't enough, I always obtain something locally. This guy's just... Stinian's just built like a beast. He's just like... Yeah, whatever. I just get what I need and I do what I need to do. This place is pretty amazing. You're right about the maze part. All flights have been suspended until further notice. So the state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. That aside, we're not here for an airship. We have business at Megaduda. In case, permit me to direct you. Okay, we know where to go. Right up here, right? Yes. And there's more houses around here? Jeez, this place is pretty huge. I don't think there's enough colors, to be honest. It really isn't. Oh, wrong way. Ooh. Wait, I can? You said that the Aetherites aren't... I'm confused, man. Am I able to use them or not? We are members of the Science of the Seventh Dawn, come at the invitation of His Excellency. Ah, of course, we have been expecting you. I will show you into audience chamber if you would please follow me. Stinian's probably keeping a careful eye on Vitra and the exit.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you.
You're crazy.
Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
This guy's pretty cool.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Yeah, do you want to do any more crazy stunts?
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence.
Win-win.
No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales.
Nice.
Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia.
Alchemia? That's cool. That's a cool name.
Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
I just like how he just worked alchemists to death for our sake. Wow, actual
We are
parchment.
humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzat Han will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Oh, God!
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
Stop being such a fucking cutie.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply.
Yeah,
And
dragons
yet,
are connected.
You chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made.
For you? For yourself? Or
In some
somebody
distant
choose?
place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Uh-huh.
'Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift. Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom you must look for answers.
Yeah, but she's being super cryptic all the damn time.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort.
I'm listening. Is it at the Battle of Silvertier?
'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago.
About 270 years ago?
To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one?
That is a big-ass question.
To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope.
You mean all other
He
stars?
believed so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydralin does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Hydaelyn is
Thank you,
basically
Vritra.
hope.
You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
Yeah.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
Far from finished. Are we taking this to the alliances?
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Lalafels. Always being such a character.
Prithee, a moment. There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee.
Your Majesty. Midgardsormr and I have crossed paths, yes.
I knew it to be so. From man and dragon alike have I learned of thine exploits. 'Twas 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsormr's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread.
Why so?
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, weal enmeshed with woe.
Oh, you weren't sure of the future.
Amidst this tangle knot, thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease.
Yep.
More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Yeah, remind me again how how everywhere I go, my friends are just people die. Stop. You need anything else? Okay, alright. Endwalker is ready to take away someone.
And protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
I understand.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must
We have a history of
apologize.
collapsing.
I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter.
Wait, why did we talk about
Go.
friends? Oh
At
god.
war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Will do. You can bet on it. Dude, I sense so... The twins, leave the twins alone. Leave the twins alone, leave them alone. That's my buddy Alphino, and that's my waifu, Alize. Just leave them alone. Yoshi P is like, yo, which scion do I want? I'm hungry. And I'm like, Yoshi P, leave him out. But I'm so hungry. Our apologies again. I hope we didn't force you to conclude your conversation prematurely. So what were you and Vitra talking about? Nothing? Very well, if you say so. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them. Archon loaf? I don't think I want that. The attendant was kind enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. First, let us return to the mulberry orchid. Orchid? I'ma need some of them scales. Favnir has been so great to me and my scions. Charlian's just like, what are you doing snooping around? Do you want to be expelled? I'm just like, from here we're supposed to follow the path left to the mulberries. This place is huge. Wait. You already... I'll get them later. Let's get this one. Where the street turns, enter the door straight ahead, then descend to the steps. I thought the Crystarium was confusing, but it doesn't compare to Razatan. The architecture and decoration make it even harder to get your bearings. Anyway, let's see where this door takes us. Let's... Ooh, I love this color. Oh, I'm probably gonna Razat hand my whole house when I get Ishgard. When Ishgard's available, Razat hand everywhere. It's gonna look Ishgardian outside and Razat Han in the inside. And here is the Aetheryte Plaza. So far so good, and there isn't much further to go. From here, we just need to cross the other side of the hall, then pass through the larger of two doorways. The High Crucible lies ahead. I suspect the others have already collected the warding scales. Come, let us join them. Let us away. Looking around to see if there's any crystales that I'm missing. Oh, what about this big ass one right here? I thought I can't fuse with it. Yeah, I can't. What in the world? Is this the new gold saucer? This is alchemy. But it's like Wheel of Alchemy. We're last, of course, but at least we found the place.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for.
Oh, Vitra, we'll use them well.
Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
I wonder if I can make it a bracelet or something like that.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations.
I like the sound of that. That's my girl Y'shtola being reckless and destructive out of nowhere.
Of course, we would need to consult with various alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated.
Yeah. Everybody's looking at her like, what the fuck?
To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
Restless.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
I hear you.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Fair enough.
Please, I must speak with you.
Jeez, I was like, are we being attacked? She's good, though. She seems to be fine.
Nidana, you're awake.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I've been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
Oh, nice one, Eorzea.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough.
She just got very healed.
All of you.
Vercure.
For everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Havnir from an awful fate.
We're not done yet. We're saving this whole star, you know.
Yet who hath truly saved whom?
Yeah, you were the one that
Due
made
in
these.
no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
And to that we thank you.
The talisman? Is this true?
Yes, indeedy, feed the needy. She's literally gonna be... Her and her alchemist buddies are literally...
I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask.
They're literally gonna be in the history books.
Our great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
Bro, why am I feeling feelings for an elephant? Whoa, what? Oh, is that the flower? Is this joy? Are we empaths?
Look at that! Its color is completely changed.
What do you have there?
Opium?
How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
Akasha? Another deity?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feeling.
Yeah, I noticed that.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Yep.
Us foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts.
Nope, ether is all about elements.
Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows.
But this flower...
Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions.
Akasha
can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities.
Oh, yeah, PTSD, all that stuff.
That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
Interesting.
I really must hear more about this theory.
Yeah, she's all about it.
Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
Where it's just elements? No.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest.
Yeah. She's being a nerd right now.
But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which
Too
is
many
why
questions,
my
not enough
analysis
answers?
of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nah, you're good. Heidelin told me herself.
Nonsense. You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Cool.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the Annex.
Understood.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
No doubt. This music is really nice. It almost made me tear up that she was happy that something that she made has changed the world for the better. I was just like, okay. I'm having feelings for an elephant. I didn't see this coming. That was nice. See you, Nidhana. That thing looks dope. Oh, come on. This place looks so cool. Okay, Charlian is then. Oh, my eye. Jeez. My eye's been bugging me all night. Okay. Do, 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 do. Good to be back with the fruit of our labors safely stored. For now, we have but to wait for the others to return from the respective meetings with the Alliance leaders. As Thanker suggested, you should get some rest in the meantime. Welcome back, Matthias. Carl has appraised me of your recent accomplishments. What an amazing feat to eliminate a tower and pave the way to deal with the rest. While it isn't much, I've changed your sheets and plumped up your pillow. Yo, yes. Plump up those pillows, please. And give me that bread. Give me that bread. Give me that bread. Watch, as I'm going to sleep, I'm gonna have to see some Garly and shit. Is that the flower? Yes. Not gonna experience any ghosties anytime soon, am I?
Take heart and protect them well.
Stop. Wait. You're... What? Yo!
Good, you're here.
Did you...
You haven't eaten yet, have you?
We've
bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
I didn't order Amazon. I didn't order any Panera bread. This better not be Panera bread. They went to Bojangles? That's my girl Alizé. Wait, we got burgers, we got pizzas, we got Danishes. Yeah, burger. I had to take a picture of that. I've never seen them actually move or... She's this. Alizé doesn't like pickles.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well.
Of course, he's not here.
But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
What? To perfect his brooding stare?
So
Next
true.
time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
Oh, so you do like him? Okay.
An excellent
Grazi
idea.
is just
Of
chopping
all
down.
people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
What the heck? Does he know my stats?
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
Yo, he's just chowing down. He ain't even talking.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Quile, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
How did that go?
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done.
I like her hair. I wonder if that's a haircut for Lalafell.
If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Are you getting high off of Heidelin? Just say it. Are you getting high off of Heidelin?
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes?
Yes.
'Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it?
It's a bit of an odd thing to say, but yes, she did say
Come
that.
to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat-Han?
What do you mean?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt. The relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed. And in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path.
Yeah.
I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won, perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day.
Just eat your burger, Graha. I'm actually holding tea. Just eat your burger. Oh.
Hey, that's mine.
Well, that's what.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
I guess.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion.
Of course. That cookie looks good. He feels ashamed. He's like, yes, I did steal some good stuff.
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Unbelievable.
Oh!
This is a good moment. Why are we having a good moment? It's false sense of security. Yo, who left the door open? Are we gonna die? Sorry, I need to calm down. You do know these are my quarters.
Why else did you think we were here? Surrender to thy fate, O champion.
Is the flower glowing right now? I swear the flower is glowing right now. I feel the feelings inside. They're in darkness seek joy, and it's in here. I'm feeling it. It's right here. It's in here, right here. Feeling it. Xenos? Why are you looking at the moon? Don't look at the moon, look at me. Don't look at me. No, don't look at me.
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that.
Maybe
I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom.
I don't think he cares.
Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon ether.
Yeah, where are you siphoning it to? And what was with that
If
limb
they
that was in
continue
there?
to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
So Garlemald is the key.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I mean, shut up. Leave me alone.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome.
Did he change his voice again?
Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy.
Yeah.
Does nothing else spark your interest?
Oh no, maybe he's into botany.
No. All else is... equal.
Equal and boring.
Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke.
Damn, that was so edgelord.
But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before.
Drew the curtain.
Burn. Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
Geez, Xenos is the one person on Final Fantasy XIV that only does PvP. Yeah, they look like, oh my god.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
I wonder the same almost.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours?
Yeah.
Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too.
The truth of his dream?
Yes. I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Where everything is fragmented. That was kind of odd. That was... I think that raised some question marks. Yeah, that raised some question marks. Oh, it's probably right in front of me. There's too many people in this room, so I gotta give it a minute. Ah, this room is so full. Come on now. There we go. I hope you didn't mind us barging into your room for our late night feast. For what it's worth, it did me a world of good to put our troubles aside, if only for a moment. Pewter weapon. Oh, there you are. Feeling refreshed, I hope? I was about to make my way to the stadium. I wanted to try to speak with this Solaric Shanjie and thank him for coming to our rescue in the Rostra. As it turns out, he'd come here to see us following the hearing, only to find that we'd already departed to Thavnir. Knowing him, he was probably hoping to chew the cud from his former students. Since we're still waiting for Y'shtola and the others, I thought now would be a perfect time to visit. Care to join me? Oh, well, we're not doing anything. Then it's settled. The twins will be coming too, assuming Alphino can tear himself away from his new toys. I'll let you rally the troops while I go on ahead. Considering my my recent improperly, perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the studio for the time. Probably a good idea. Booty. Of course. Father could mess with these fiendish contraptions, then so can I. Heading out for a stroll. The Skalrika himself was here. In that case, what are we waiting for? I am too eager to see him, though I somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studium. I dare say our notoriety precedes us. Alphino, of all the people worrying over his reputation, and at our Almater, no less, will wonders never cease. You'll understand soon enough. Off we go. I think the guy that we're about to see is the person that actually kind of stood up for us during the little forum meeting that we had. We're not gonna go see Alphino's dad. . Here it is. The phenomenon, while I expected you made a note of it before, you can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here. While most of the space is taken... Oh god, calm down. As the center of what would later become the studium, it was established to promote the study of etherical phenomena, hence the name. Though with aether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every conceivable facet of life and even the universe itself. And then, in the 432nd year of the 6th astral era, phenomenon was decreed complete and the studium officially opened as a place of learning. During the 6th astral era, with a long and studied history, it is without question that the world's leading authority in ethereology, the arcane, the occult, the astromancy, and the countless other fields, standing proud as Charlene's foremost educational institute. You always did enjoy giving the grand tour to new students. Indeed, I've long since lost track of how many times he's recited that some floppish speech. Such is his undying love for his old stomping ground. He was in the top form back then, youngest to ever enter the studium, graduated in the highest honors in magical arts and ethereology, undisputed champion of the debating chamber. Yep, that's what I heard. Hold on, you both joined the studium at the same age, yes? Then from where I stand, you're equally prodigious scholars. Nice of you to say, but Alphado actually entered half a year before me, nor did I do well enough to graduate with honors. And I am certainly not the student's most notorious master debater. In all respects, have I ever been in his shadow? If nothing else, just remember that this was where the legend of Alphado Levior began. We should expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully we'll be somewhat more welcoming here than we were at the last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration and the student body has for Alphado, and with a bit of luck it might work to our advantage. Well, there's no time like the present. First things first, let's look for these. Other facility tend to frequent their offices, but unfortunately for us, he's fond of wandering whatsoever he whims. Let's find him. Let's split up and ask the students if they've seen him. Let's about to go to school. Do. I passed somebody. It's Alphado himself in the flesh. Oh god. He spoke to me. He actually spoke to me. Dang, he's getting all the honeys around here. I assure you, I'll tell you all about it after my business with the Scholarek hasn't concluded. The Scholarek? Tell me, my good fellow, does this have something to do with saving the world from catastrophe? Might we turn our attention to Master Levior's graduation thesis? I too have my doubts regarding our policy of non-intervention. Is it true that your experiences overseas are the reason you haven't incurred the ire of the Forum? Oh, what I would give to see you butt heads with those old coggers. These young bucks. These young bucks. Scared the shit out of me. Scared the shit out of me, I'll be honest. Oh, this is where they do scripts? That was Alphado Levior, wasn't it? Alphado Levior? And he's with his sister, Master Baldessian's granddaughter. This could only mean one thing. An event of epoch-shattering proportions is fast approaching. Spread the word! Oh, this guy's a rumor-based kind of person. Oh, sorry, you said you were looking for the Skalric, yes? Knowing him, he could be anywhere, but Miss Eleofa should have a better idea. He's like, oh, you were asking me a question. What are you doing with those drugs, Lalafell? What are you doing with those drugs? Wow, he's just gonna walk up and take it. A school? Are you lost, wander in off the street, perhaps? Wait, don't tell me. You're a trainee gleaner, fresh off the guild ship, I'm right, aren't I? Ooh, she's actually kind of cute. How silly of me. An orientation is in order. Allow me to bid you a warm welcome to Searcher's Meet. Let me start with a question. What is the most important thing you'll find in the studium? Students? That's right, books. Oh. And what's the second most important? Why, that's simply everything else. That's what we deal in here at the Searchers Meet. Whenever the students of the tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we send the gleaners off to find it. Jeez, you guys really just let gleaners do everything. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we got. Paisa, this tongue of a giant toad, that it's enough to make your hair stand on end. Which is possibly what some of the students are trying to accomplish. This is being a school of magic and all. And our newest gleaner, you'll have your work cut out for you, but I think you'll find it quite rewarding. I've tracked down many miscellaneous knickknacks in my time, but I'm no gleaner. See, so what you're telling me is you're not a gleaner? Yes, that's exactly what you said, isn't it? You're looking for the Skalric? I'm afraid we don't have any of those in stock, but I can... Oh, you mean him? He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before you arrived, though. He said he was on his way to Maker's Meet. Go back to the way you came, and you'll see him in the opposite side of the entrance. It's a laboratory of sorts. In that time it's taken me to tell you all this, the Skalric has probably already left. He's like, best of luck finding him. I have a feeling you'll need it. Dang, he's Where's Waldo in it? He's Where's Waldo in it? This bastard. This bastard.